Welcome everyone. The first particle we're going to be learning today is just a. Now, this is called a location marker because it marks the location of something. By that I mean, it marks the location of where you're going, or it marks the location of where something exists, where something is. There are a lot of ways to translate a. So you might see it translated as to, like I'm going to the store. You might also see it translated as in or at, like where is Charsu? Well, Charsu is in the house. Charsu is at home. So let's give an example. 저는, I, as for me, 저는 집에, house에 가요. Go. So now this marks the house as a location. So you can think of it as just meaning house to, but it might be better if you just for now think of it as meaning house is a location. So we get 저는, house, location, go. I go, house is the location where I go. Does anyone ever say I go to home? No, you say I go home. To is a really good translation, but it's not always going to mean to when used with a location. 저는 집에 가요. I go home or I go to the house. Next example sentence. 철수는 지금 right now 집에 있어요. 철수는 지금 집에 있어요. 철수 is now 집에, location, home. So whatever we're going to be doing now, the location of that is home. 있어요, exists. He is right now at home. 철수는 지금 집에 있어요. 철수 now is at home. 철수 is home now. Next example. 어디에? So here we have a again. Where? 어디에 가요? Where is he or she or it going? But there is an exception with a few words in Korean. 어디 does not need to use 에. It is completely optional. You can just say 어디 가요. You can remove 에 only on a few specific words, and those are 어디, 여기, 거기, and 저기. 여기, 거기, 저기, and 어디 can all optionally remove 에. And most of the time, 에 is removed from these. Let's do the next example. 철수는 어디에 있어요? Or 철수는 어디 있어요? So where is 철수? One more example. 책은 책상 위. 책상 위 means the top of the desk. Well, now we're going to show that this is the location of something. So we're going to add 에. 책은 책상 위 on top of the desk. 에 marking the location of something. 있어요 exists. So the book is on top of the desk. 책은 책상 위에 있어요. So you could also say something like this. 책은 책상 위에 없어요. So the book does not exist on top of the desk. The book is not on top of the desk. In addition to marking the location, 에 can also mark the time, at or in. So it marks the location physically, but it also marks the location in time. This marks the time at which something happens. So let me give you an example of that. 우리 3시에 at 만나요. 3시에 만나요. We meet at 3 o'clock. Let's do one more. 저는 항상 아침에 배가 고파요. I am always hungry in the morning. Now, I want to talk about a few words that you don't want to use a with. Anytime you're doing a specific time, use it. So anytime you're talking about a time, always use a. But you're not going to be using it with things like 어제, yesterday, 오늘, today, 내일, tomorrow. You're not going to use 오늘에, 내일에, 어제에. It's also not used with any word that starts with 매, like 매일, 매주, 매년, every day, every week, every year. But it is used after specific times. So again, that would be, hours. It's also 아침, as I said before. 점심, which would be lunchtime. And then 저녁, for evening. Another thing is, if you're going to mark time, you only want to mark it once. Maybe you want to say on Friday, okay? 금요일에. But what if you want to say Friday afternoon? 오후. You might think that you should say 금요일에 오후에 만나요. Whenever there are more than one time nouns, any sort of word that has to do with the time. Anytime you have two of them or more, you only use 에 on the last one. So you would say 금요일 오후에 1시에 at 1 o'clock. 금요일 오후 1시에. So you're not going to say 금요일에, 오후에, 1시에. So yeah, don't do it. Let's go next on to 에서. 에서 is actually also a location marker. So this is the location marker that shows where an action happens at or where an action happens in. However, it doesn't show the location of where something is going. It only shows where some sort of action is happening at. Let's give you a basic example of this. 저는 그 식당 means restaurant. 식당에서. So now we have the location of something happening. 그 식당, that restaurant. 일해요. 일해요 means I work. So 일하다 means to work. So now we get 저는 그 식당에서 일해요. I work at that restaurant. Let's do one more example. 철수는 영국, England에서. Something is happening in England. Well, what is happening in England? Well, 철수 is living. 살아요. 철수는 영국에서 살아요. 철수 lives in England. If you've seen this form before, you might be thinking, I've seen 에 used with 살다 too. 영국에 살아요 is perfect too, because remember, what is the 에 particle? It marks the location where something exists. 살다 can use both 에 or 에서. So you can say 영국에, or you can say 영국에서 살아요. Both are perfect. So the next example, 노래방에서 노래를 불러요. I sing a song at a song room. 저는 매일 도서관에서 공부해요. I study every day at the library, or I study in the library every day. 저는 매일 도서관에서 공부해요. So here we have the location. Something's going to happen at the library. If you were to say I'm just in the library, you wouldn't use 서 because it's not showing any sort of action. So 공부하다 here is the action of studying. 철수를 TV에서 봤어요. I saw 철수 on the TV. Here it's marking the location where an action takes place, and the action is taking place on the TV. To see on TV, 철수. 철수를 봤어요. I saw 철수. 철수를 TV에서 봤어요. I saw 철수 on the TV. Next example. 책에서. So something's happening at a book. What could happen at a book? So 배웠어요. I learned it. Or 배워요. I learn. 책에서 배웠어요. I learned it in or at a book. So the book is the location where something takes place. I can think of a better translation for this. I learned it from a book. The reason is it's just showing the location that something happens at. 에서 can also be used to mean from a location when it's used in the proper context. If you were to say 집에서 공부해요, it would mean I study at the house. But you could also think of it as saying I study from home. Well, what if you were to say 집에서 왔어요? So we have house is the location of something happening. Well, what's happening? 왔어요. They're not coming to the house though. The house is where the event is happening. Coming somewhere is happening at the house. From. I came from home. So here's how to say from a location to another location. We're first going to talk about 까지. Literally, 까지 means until, as in up to. Or even by. 까지 is going up to a location and then stopping. So let's give you an example with this. 내일까지 해주세요. Please do it by until up to tomorrow. 내일까지 해주세요. Please do it by tomorrow. All the way up until tomorrow, do it. Please. 저는 2시까지 시간 있어요. I have time, so by 2 o'clock. Until 2 o'clock. Up to 2 o'clock. So I have time now until 2 o'clock, up to 2 o'clock. I have time, or there is time, literally. 저는 2시까지 시간 있어요. I have time until 2. So let's do another 까지. 철수 학교까지 up to school. To school. 뛰어갔어요. He ran to 까지 school. 철수는 학교까지 뛰어갔어요. 집에서 학교까지 걸어갔어요. So I from home 집에서 학교까지 up to school. I walked from home up to school. So I walked from home to school is the meaning that we get. So now we have 철수가 거기에서 from there 여기까지 to here 올 거예요. Future tense of 오다 to come. So 철수 will come from there to here. 철수가 거기에서 여기까지 올 거예요. 철수's coming here from there. Most of the time 에 is not used with these particles, with those same words. 여기, 어디, 저기, 거기, like that. So what you're left with is just 거기서. Now, the 에 is optional, but the 서 is not. 철수가 거기서 여기까지 올 거예요. So let me give you another example of that. 어디서 왔어요? 어디서? From where? 오다 means to come here. Where did you come here from? 어디서 왔어요? Where are you from? I would say 미국 because I'm from America. 저는 미국에서 and then 왔어요. 저는 미국에서 왔어요. So you would not use 에서 at a time. So if you wanted to say from a time, like from 2 o'clock, you wouldn't say 2시에서. For time, all you do is you attach 부터. 2 to 3 p.m. 2시부터 3시까지 시간 있어요. So instead, if you want to use a time to say from a time, use 부터. Thanks for coming, everyone. I will see you guys again next time. 그럼 다음에 또 봐.